gun belt is done, which now means we can move on to the holster. So as I said, we wanted to split this project into its big major components. So now we're time to get onto the really cool, really intricate part. So with the gun belt, a lot of it is going to be the same that we've done, a lot of with the holster is going to be a lot of the same what we did with the gun belt as far as the dyeing, the tooling process, all those kinds of things. What's really going to be different about this one is we're going to be adding in some line 24 snaps, as well as we'll be doing some wet forming around the Nerf gun. So the reason why I want to do snaps is because I want to be able to change out this holster as needed. If I upgrade guns or things change like that and I need to do a different holster, I want to very easily be able to just say, okay, switch it out, but keep the belt the same. Okay. So, what do we need to do first? So a lot of what we did the same as before. We have our template, and I'm just going to mark in the border edges. So again, we just want to use our wing divider. So again, like I said, a lot of this is going to end up being the same. A lot of the same techniques and things like that. There's just going to be one difference, and that's how we do this middle section here. So I'm just going to choose a spot and get to marking. Again, I'm putting a fairly strong amount of pressure on this, so I can get a good groove. Good groove. That was terrible. I apologize. There, trust me. So with edges, I generally try not to go all the way. You know, don't follow all the way here, because that actually ends up putting the marking edge past where the corner edge would start. So in this case, where this horizontal line would be, the vertical line, they're not going to match up. So I generally stop about 1/4 of an inch from where that corner is going to be. Use that as a guide to where to set my vertical line. You know, just kind of guesstimate and just go ahead and make a quick mark so I can see where those two are eventually going to line up. Because I've done that in the past where I went way over with one of the lines and went, that was not what I needed to do. Just throw this guy in there. Okay. Cool deal. Now, the reason why I kind of want to show you what I'm doing is this line here, obviously, I have nothing to butt up against. But I still want to have a good border edge for when I put in, you know, the tooling pattern that we're going to do for this. So I'm simply just going to line this up with a ruler. Let me move it this way so I can see. Use this as a guide real quick to make sure. Oh, I stopped. I actually went a little too far. See, this is why I always check your patterns. And the reason why I think originally I did that is because of how much this is going to end up folding. That works. So a lot of that will buff, a lot of this is going to buff out when we do the wet forming, so I'm not too worried about it. But at any rate, the reason why I put that ruler there is that's what I'm going to use as my guide now to put in that line. Make sure it's good and straight. All right, there we go. So, very hard to see, unfortunately, but it's there. We use our wing divider. So the next step will be to lay in our pattern and get to sketching this in. Okay. So a lot of that's going to be the same as what we've done before. So I'll just probably just let it run and maybe not talk over it, but just let you guys watch the process.